Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing about the ethical considerations and societal impacts of artificial intelligence and machine learning in civil engineering, to be particular. So, the integration of AI in civil engineering holds immense potential to revolutionize the infrastructure company, its development and management. However, on a large scale, the economical considerations and societal impacts already are major things which are being under considerations. And today we will see what are those considerations when compared in civil engineering. Right, economical ethical consideration if you can be algorithm fairness, transparency and explainability, environmental sustainability, and human-centric designs, which basically is algorithm fairness. Mainly talks about how fair the algorithm is without having without being biased for any kind of community's benefit or infrastructure project. Then transparency is that it makes the artificial intelligence AI models and algorithms should make decisions which involve high progressibility and accountability when it comes to designing structures. Pretty much this will be put in practice for dams design. Followed by that is environmental sustainability, which includes to promote sustainable infrastructure development, which such as road construction in say forests or cutting down of hills to construct roads, which so this has to be tackled by promoting environmental impact and promoting resource conservation. Then is human-centric design, self-explanatory. So job displacement is that when we consider potential impact of what kind of jobs will be replaced, it will be basically the routine structures such as data analysis, design calculations, potential, um, then design descriptions. So these are the potential designs or design potential jobs which may or may not be replaced depending upon the workability of the project. Of course, it also creates new jobs such as AI development, data science, and artificial system integration. But it is still a questionable remark. Then it comes for reskilling and upskilling. So skills has to be added, and the current skills has to be upgraded to tackle complex civil engineering projects and civil engineering challenges, because mostly it will be related to highly efficient construction of I mean constructions where soil may be an issue or any in harsh conditions. Next is privacy concerns. Privacy concern is data collection and data security, integrity, transparency and accountability, informed consent and data ownership. All of these are privacy concerns. Collection, usage, and integrity are something which should be taken by the person who writes the initial code, whereas transparency and accountability should be maintained by the company which is purchasing that software, and informed consent has to be taken by both company as well as the writer for this. Next, we go with the safety and security concerns. Is that AI reliability of artificial intelligence systems. So, if the model is not accurate or robust, then the reliability will always drop, and security and patriarchal concerns would hamper critical infrastructure applications. Then, is cybersecurity. AI systems are pretty much vulnerable to cyber attacks. Even the smallest Trojan viruses can cause major damages. So, cybersecurity measures has to be taken to prevent malicious attacks. Next is human oversight. So, despite artificial intelligence being the most useful tool, human intervention is something which is always expected to for better readability and concerns. And then transparency and accountability for needing to address is that explanation and interpretability, which shows that designs has to be transparent, allowing others, stakeholders, even people from non-engineering field should understand what is happening, and the decisions has to be taken identifying potential biases. Then is algorithm auditing, which is Basically, algorithm is functions will be tested to identify potential risks or ethical risks. This will be done during testing stage itself, where algorithm will be tried to where the developers or and their team or the testers team will definitely try to fool the algorithm and to check its breaking conditions. Then is ethical frameworks and guidelines. So developing clear frameworks and guidelines and then deploying is promoting reasonable innovation in department. Then is mitigation of risks in algorithmic discrimination is it data bias. Biased data should not be feeded into artificial training model. I mean the model to while it is training, so which can hamper civil engineering decisions. Then fairness and equitability. The questions or the prompts which are to be given should be fair and equitable, and it should not be biased in its applications. Then as mitigation strategies such as data debiasing, algorithm for fairness and testing, and diverse team compromisations or compositions can help to uh, rebias the data which is present. And next, we dive into sustainability and environmental impact. As discussed, resource utilization can be minimized and optimized. Then, environmental monitoring, such as environmental impact assessment, environmental identities, environmental potential risks, and supports has to be taken. So AI does it, and sustainable infrastructure designs has to be produced. Again, we can automate these things to do it. Smart city development is still a consideration, which is combination of both artificial way of doing and human methodologies, which includes development of smart cities integrating sustainable transportation, energy manufacturing, waste reduction solutions, etc., etc. And then coming back to this regulatory form frameworks, particular policies and regulations has to be developed so that to judge and govern the artificial models, so as to they don't make any mistakes, and if they do in that account, person who has built the model would take the responsibility of this of the doings or wrongdoings of the model built. Such kind of policies has to be important to tackle mismanagement or misinformation or mismaking of the structures. And standards are and best practices. So best practice, this includes both feeding the older menu as well as the newer menu has to be fed into the system. AI model. So as to obtain efficient deployments, the efficient model, efficient model practices and deployment will be an easy task. And finally, we jump into conclusions, which is responsible innovation, stakeholder engagement, and continuous evaluation and adaptation. These are few things which has already been discussed. And responsible innovation is something which is pretty much required. Stakeholder engagement, which includes public and private engagement, developers and testers engagement, and continuous evaluation. This happens. So thank you, Anurag.